Today, I'm going to be interviewing Coach Schmidt. Why did you want to become a coach?
Yeah, I mean, I think it came to me naturally. My dad was my high school coach. He coached me in pole vault, and my mom was a teacher. And so that's kind of the environment that I grew up in. Plus, I loved athletics and being around it. I did all the sports growing up. You know, brothers and sisters were active in athletics. And so all those things were very meaningful to me, and I just enjoyed helping people and helping kids and being around that environment and setting goals. And so it just seemed like a natural fit for me.
Yeah. What are your core values of being a coach?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is honesty. That's one thing I've always tried to be honest with kids about where they're at in playing time or why they're not playing, or you know where they're at in their athletic development. So that's big to me, and I obviously expect kids to be honest with me, why they miss practice or what's going on there. So honesty is a big thing. You know, the other thing is getting kids to work hard. I mean, work ethic is so important. You know, if you're going to be successful in anything you do, you have to know how to work hard. And the last thing I would say is just passionate about it. That kind of goes along a little bit with work ethic, but you can see kids that are very passionate about athletics and they want to achieve at a high level, and so they set big goals and so forth. And so those are things I think, hopefully as a coach, I'm passionate about what I do, and hopefully I'm working hard with it. And obviously always just honest with kids.
Yeah. What does a typical practice look like for you and your boys?
Yeah, you know, for a football practice, every day is a little bit different. Monday's more scouting report, kind of more thinking about the opponent, looking at the opponent. Mental Monday, I've said before, just, you know, there's more mental things going on. And that depends on, obviously, if you're a JV or a freshman kid, you're out of game. Tuesday is an offensive practice for us, so it's more heavily, obviously, on the offense. And then Wednesday is a defense of practice. And then Thursday, we kind of put it all together, kind of like a script. And then obviously Friday is games. Typically, a practice is about 2 hours, sometimes a little bit longer. Obviously, some days are more physical than others with pads, and obviously that's the nature of what we do with tackle football. And but we try to make sure, obviously, there's a balance there. And overall, hopefully, it's intense and usually pretty hot in the fall.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I mean, every day a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. How does it feel to be the team to beat?
Yeah, you know, hopefully we feel like that every year, and I feel lucky to be at A&L. Hopefully our kids do too. Hopefully it inspires them to work hard every day, that we're kind of the benchmark. With all that said, it's hard to sneak up on teams because they expect that you're going to be good, and you know, usually you get the team's best efforts. But I kind of like that because I think that caters to, you know, kids working hard in practice and in the weight room and all those things. And I think overall we've done a good job with that over the years.
Yeah. What is your relationship on the field and off the field with your kids?
Yeah, I mean, on the field, it's probably very direct and, you know, let's get it done. And that's just the nature of football. You know, obviously I've coached track, I've coached basketball as well, and done some other sports. Track's a little bit more laid back. You have downtime in between, whether it be practice or whether it be competitions. Football is go, go, go. You're on a clock, you're on a time frame, and so you're trying to get everything done. And so a lot of times it's just very direct. And I think our kids have done a good job with that. They understand that. Hey, we got to get out here and get stuff done and get after it, which has been fun. I mean, off the field, hopefully you can joke around with them. And, you know, the challenge is with 90 to 100 kids out for football, you have different relationships with different kids. Seems like as the years go by, the seniors obviously have better relationships with them than some of the younger kids. So it just takes time, and that's just the nature of the beast. But, you know, I obviously really enjoy our kids. We have really good kids at A&L High School, not just the football kids, across the board. It's a credit to their parents. Very respectful kids. Hopefully there's that mutual respect, and I've always sensed that from all my players for the most part. And so, you know, you can joke around and have more fun when you realize there's that kind of respect level there. And so I've really enjoyed my time teaching and coaching at A&L for sure.
Lastly, how excited are you for football season to start, and prove to them that just because you hit a bump in the road that you are still the best team in high school football?
You know, these questions have been very good. I've been very impressed, and this is probably the best one because, I mean, ultimately, if you're a competitor, you know, this is what you think about. And it's what I think about every day when I get up, when I come to school. you hope your kids feel the same way, that they're highly motivated to get back on top, that they didn't like how last year went. I obviously didn't. You know, in athletics, the margin for error, especially at the end when you get against good teams, is very thin. We saw that in the Cheney game. Both games could have went our way. They didn't. That's the nature of athletics. That's how it goes. And so what you realize is all that hard work and all those things you do, it matters. The attention to detail, the discipline that you have, whether it be with your eating or your sleep or whatever you want to say, all those things really matter. And so hopefully our kids understand that, and they want to get back on top. I know I do. I know our football staff does. You know, I laugh sometimes because people ask me about, you know, now that football's over, what are you doing? We're working on football 24/7 all the time. I mean, there's always, it's just a time of frame, you know, during the year of what you're doing. We have after school workouts right now going on. I meet with players one-on-one, individually, to discuss goals and so forth. And so all those things are happening right now as we're speaking. And hopefully that, you know, is exciting for the kids. I know it's exciting for me. So thank you so much for your time.
Of course. Thank you for being here.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys for tuning in this week. Bye.